And here's what I mean, the kind of testing I'm going to do if and when it does its thing. I've got diagnostic testers that are tapped into the wiring here, so I can check the injector signals themselves. I've got spark plug testers that are tapped into the spark plug, so if the problem is the spark not getting to the plug when it's doing its thing, I can check it as well. There are other possibilities. There's a possibility of the fuel pump itself, which is back here in the back seat itself. And if it were the fuel pump, I'm actually carrying propane with me. We do this regularly. We've got a testing unit where I would actually feed it propane, and if it started right up when it was in one of its moods, then we would know it's the fuel pump. So the kind of possibilities we're looking at are fuel injectors, possible ignition signal to the spark plug, a fuel pump that sits in behind the back seat in the gas tank, or even the engine computer. Well, let me show you about the engine computer. I went ahead and pulled the covers off to look at it. Here's another reason it makes me such that. That's the engine computer. It sits here. As you can see here. See, I'm looking through your windshield now. It sits inside the car, but a lot of leaves and debris have gotten in here by the electrical connectors. I don't know if you picked up my voice. A lot of leaves and debris have gotten in here, the electrical connectors, where it goes to the computer. So anytime I see a lot of leaves, there's always a possibility that there was moisture too as well. So, you know, there's always a chance that it needs that Big Daddy computer, and that's the Big Daddy computer that's got all the different faults in it. So that's kind of where things are, and I just only feel comfortable if I can catch it in the act. I'm going to continue to drive it through, you said leave it through Thursday. I hope it does its thing, and I hope when it does its thing, it does it long enough for me to check the ignition signal, the fuel injector signal, the fuel pump, and then lastly, the engine computer. I've got to be able to check all four of those things before I can make a definitive conclusion on what's going on. I've done this all my life. It's detective work. Some cases are easier than others. This is going to be a tough nut to crack.